Alright, friends, enemies, and frenemies, we are going to be looking at a shonen masterpiece that refuses to end. This is by Rash Reviews. He's a smaller channel, and if this is a good video, I'm excited to see this guy grow and want to watch more of his stuff. But we haven't seen the video yet, so we need to make our questions and answers and life decisions on whether we subscribe to this man for the end. So let's get right into it.
What's up, guys? It's me, Deshaun, and today I'll be talking about a very underground manga. More underground than Mar. A shonen 1 in 50,000 people only ever heard of. Making both Shaman King, Hitman Reborn, and even D Gray Man seem popular in comparison. This manga is none other than Beat the Vandal Buster. Now, right off the bat, I can recommend.
This looks fire. I haven't full screened it yet. I got so into the artwork. Look at that sword, dude. Look at that fucking sword. That sword is just like so giggity schmoodle, my dude. It's got like feathers, and then it like gets in the middle right here, and it's got like that Native American vibe. Everybody looks so cool. This guy's got a gun that's got like a knife, and this guy's got like what are those aliens from the famous movie by Ridley Scott, Alien? He's got aliens on his fucking axe. This looks sick, dude. Why don't we have an anime of this? What's going on here?
Recommend this because this is unlike anything I've read, and it went far beyond my expectations and how good of a series it is. In terms of being a classic shonen, it is Dragon Ball and Toriko levels of good. Yet not a single soul.
Wait, but is it Yo-Yo Hakusho good? Because Yo-Yo Hakusho, I think, is better than Dragon Ball at times. I know a lot of people are going to be mad about that, but come on, dude. Yo-Yo be fire. Yo-Yo be fire. I like Dragon Ball. I like Dragon Ball a lot, but god damn it, do I love Yo-Yo Hakusho.
Talks about it, and I find that absolutely criminal. The overall premise is simple, but has a layout that allows it to evolve, showing a bigger overarching plot. In this manga, monster hunters fight monsters. Heroes fight demons. These heroes are known as busters, and the demons that they would hunt would be known as vandals. Why are they at war? Where do vandals come from? Why are some of the strongest vandals?
We all know where vandals come from. You see, your mother, yes, if you were your mother. Your mother has a very big and deep vagina. Her big and deep vagina is very evil and contains a lot of smelly demons, and those smelly demons go outside of her pussy, and they're like, I shall take over the world. You will never stop me, Buster. And then those busters come in and just like beat the fuck out of him with his dick, because you gotta beat the pussy up, and so he beats the fuck out of the demon with his dick, and now that it's nice and hard, he can then enter your mom, right? I don't know. It makes sense to me.
The most human-like? These are questions that this manga throws into your face, unraveling a more complex plot underneath. A simple battle shonen premise, a Dragon Ball-esque premise where the end point is a much bigger picture. This story follows our main character Beat as he tries to become the Buster who will end the Age of Darkness. The first chapters start off so strong because Beat would be a fan of the strongest group of Busters, the Zenon Warriors. He would watch them fight the world's strongest Vandal. And at a moment in when it seems like the heroes are going to win, the main villain grabs Beat and kills him. All 5 of the Zenon Warriors.
Yo, Mr. fucking mom's vagina just blew out his pancreas, dog. He just gave him pancreatitis in one shot, my dude.
Then proceed to give their lives in order to save Beat, leading to Beat receiving all of their powers. This might seem like a crazy spoiler, but the mystery in who won this fight and who actually survived is not only a push factor to continue reading, but creates scenarios in this plot that you would never see coming. And those are the spoilers that I wish I could talk about. After this,
bro, sometimes I wish these guys would just spoil the fuck out of it, dude. I'm gonna be real. A lot of people out here be like, oh, but when you read it yourself, yeah, you can still hear the spoilers and then you'll read the shit yourself, dude. Like, there's some movies where I've heard the entire plot, I hadn't seen it myself, watched it, and it was still like way outlived my expectations, bro. There's so many shits that do that. I mean, come on, dude. I want to know. Does he ever finger bang this dude's asshole? Let's be real.
This tragic incident, our main character trains and becomes ridiculously strong and tries to form his own group and surpass the Zenon warriors. And the characters in this manga are extremely entertaining, with our simple-minded main character Beat, his street-smart partner and future wife Poala, and his other friends Slade, Kiss, and Milfa. There's a lot going on with these characters, and they're
Poala just being like fucking plowalla, dude. He ends up plowallaing her pussy, bro. That's what he does.
Overall development, especially in regards to Kiss. But for the most part, even on the surface, they are likable. If we can take a character like Slade, an assassin that is also Beat's rival, they would both compete. Going next,
to think that this doesn't have like a full anime adaptation, but Naruto does, is an absolute criminal in my eyes. Like the fact that Naruto got enough love to be made into a show when it's dog shit, and then this is out there just not being like making our fucking numbers on Crunchyroll or one of the like High Dive or some shit. This isn't burning up the Hulu streets.
Neck and neck against each other. And despite the cool tough guy act that he puts on, there is more to his character outside of that. And this can be applied to the entire main cast. There's so much going on. Even with Slade's weapon, an invisible, dual-sided glaive that sucks your blood upon committing damage.
Bro, it's hot. Dude, it sucks, bro. Nice, dude. It's that sucky-wucky weapon.
Every character has something just as interesting as a fighting style, and it never felt like somebody in the main cast was missing or wasn't getting any development. As for the world, it's clear that it takes heavy inspiration from Akira Toriyama, especially in terms of his art style. But this could be both a good and a...
Dude, honestly, I was seeing a lot of Dragon Ball arts design in it, but it's a little bit different. It almost feels like a combination of like Yu-Yu Hakusho meets Akira Toriyama.
Bad thing, especially considering
as I fuck up his name, dude. Akira Hakapaka. Dude, I'm gonna fuck up names, dude. I'm gonna be doing the shit. I'm gonna be fucking up the names, bro. I'm gonna be messing shit up. Just leave me alone, dude. I'm the funny, goofy, squiggly, wiggly, fat beard guy.
The artist worked on the Dai manga before this. I feel like it could easily be written off as a bootleg Dragon Quest at first glance, but it is much more than that. But I do wish that it would have leaned away from the Dragon Quest-esque nature that it has. Because the only thing that's really bad about this series is the fact that it could be too comparable to Dragon Quest, despite the unique merits it may have. I just wish that the aesthetic was way more unique and concrete to make this manga stand out more and easily recognizable outside of the context you'd get from reading it. Like JoJo, no other manga has that aesthetic.
I mean, if you're talking about the first season or the first few seasons, it is very similar to a lot of the shit that was out at that time, like Fist of the North Star, the Berserk. But JoJo did end up kind of evolving to a much more like insane degree in its later chapters. But its first season was very much in line with what was going on at the time. It did eventually evolve from that. I still don't like JoJo that much. JoJo lost me a few seasons in. I remember there was like the one dude was eating food and all of his teeth fell out and he grew new teeth, and I'm like, okay, just fucking okay, I guess. It got a little too nonsensical for me.
And you could write this off as Dragon Quest with a first glance until you actually read it. This series is so good that it feels like a more modern take of the original Dragon Ball. It feels like you're reading Dragon Ball, but in a good way, and not only that, it's like an old school fantasy manga that isn't afraid to get dark. And I think that was one of my most favored aspects about this series. Alongside how entertaining the fights were, blow for blow, it never felt like cheap one-shots. Like I complain about with most mangas, they actually fight. And the writing of the fights never feel convoluted with some like over-explained ability. There was a good balance between dumb fun and intelligent problem solving to keep the reader engaged. For the most part, every monster was creative and engaging despite them seeming like simple JRPG mobs. And easily...
Bro, I know you guys can't see it, but I keep looking over to the side. My baby's in the kitchen right now, just be like staring at me, dude. She's just like staring at me like, well, what are you doing, Dada? I'm not gonna like point my camera over there or anything, but she be like fucking straight up just looking at me, dog. What you doing over there, little savvy girl? What you doing, savvy girl? You being cute? Yeah, you be cute. Sorry, guys, I got distracted.
The best part of this series would be the villains, each bringing in a brand new fight with abilities that constantly created new conflicts and well-written fighting scenarios.
Did you clean up in the kitchen?
What do you mean? Yeah, no, I did clean up in the kitchen. I did it this morning when I got up.
For example, one of the B-tier villains, Frowski, is in a...
Well, I've looked at me like, what, did somebody break into our house and clean the kitchen this morning? I'm like, no, dude, I just woke up, made breakfast, and cleaned the kitchen. Like, what are we talking about here? Nobody, like, squiggle wiggled their ass through our fucking chimney and then just stuck their dick on the counter and just wiped it off with their penis. Well, what are we talking about?
assassin that works under Grunid, one of the strongest 7-star vandals that Beat has to hunt. He would turn his body into all types of different weaponry and firearms, mercilessly killing soldiers, yet having very something odd about his character.
Bro, look at the death in this. This is another thing I'm noticing, is the death and destruction in this manga is just insane. This needs a badass anime right now.
He refuses to kill cute things. Grunid, on the other hand, is a vandal that doesn't like to be barbaric, going against the nature of vandals, letting your instincts take over and virtually killing everything. Grunid would have so much depth because he would hate himself and what he is. But despite trying to remain cool, calm, and collected, his barbaric nature that he'd try so hard to fight against would unfortunately begin to slip through the cracks. Like when another vandal tries to provoke him, Grunid would vent about how he doesn't like the savage and unsightly battles that vandals take great pride in, and proceeds to crush the other vandal's shoulder to powder. Moments like these happen constantly and they will keep you turning the pages. Even seeing Grunid stomp on...
So actually there was an anime of this, so that's sick. It's older though. There's only 12 so far I'm seeing episodes 1 through 12, English subtitles. They need to make a new one, dude. Let's remake this shit. This is something I have to critique Japan about, is they have like a lot of old banger animes that they're not willing to remake. They just leave them collecting dust and schmegma on the dicks of old dead authors. Instead of, I don't know if this guy's actually dead or not, but instead of actually like bringing them back and giving them the justice they deserve, but they'll put like, I'm a fucking fridge, I was reincarnated as a fridge to have sex with my harem 5 or some shit. Like, come on guys, let's make some cool shit. Like, let's remake some shit like this. Let's do this instead of a fridge fucker in the forest.
On one of his lackeys in a fit of rage. Just reminds me of those cool moments in Hunter x Hunter and JoJo that just completely subvert your expectations. And I can't stress enough how much I was not expecting that from such a lighthearted looking manga. At times it gets so dark. Like when Rodina shows up with her pet dog in front of all the other humans. Everyone is in shock. Why is this vandal not attacking? After all, we're a bunch of humans, the enemies of vandals. While Kiss is asking her this, she begins to feed her dog with a bag, obviously filled with dog food. But as the conversation goes on, she mentions that it was never her intentions to save them. She just wanted to stop Garonut. And we get another look of the bag. It is bloody. What could it have possibly been? Then
the penises of her enemies. It was a bag of dicks, dude. We all know it's a bag of dicks. Don't not try to. If he's gonna say it's fingers or something, that's a lie, dude. It was a bag of penises.
Get a look at her dog with human fingers in its mouth.
Dude, what did I fucking tell you guys? He was gonna say it's fingers. Those are penises, bro. Those are penises with nails, dude. He wanted to make it a bag of dicks, but society wouldn't allow it, so he made it a bag of fingers. It's always a bag of fingers, but secretly everybody wants to make it a giant bag of penises.
Shonen is surprisingly mature. Lighthearted like Dragon Ball or Dragon Quest, but it can get as dark as Hunter x Hunter. And if you want another series like that, you should pick this up. Characters will have mental breakdowns. There are betrayals. And above all else, this manga is just so fun to read. The fights are amazing, alongside the design of the weapons. Just looking at Beat's 5 saigas should tell you enough.
That was something I noticed right away, dude. These are some of the coolest weapons I've seen in like a manga anime type video like this. I really think this deserves a remake. This deserves like 8 remakes. What they should do is they should take the studio that they should take the studio that made Seven Deadly Sins, because the art, the animation, everything was good in Seven Deadly Sins, but as a punishment for making something as dog shit as Seven Deadly Sins is, force them to make some good anime like this, and then I will be happy.
People do not talk about this manga enough, and it deserves way more credit. Despite it looking like a C tier back of the magazine Shonen Jump manga, this is one of the best classic shonens I've read, without a doubt in my mind. This is really just one of those kinds of mangas that you just have to read, because if I were to sit here and tell you about how good it was, I would be spoiling all of the ins and outs.
I mean, dude, this guy, so I know we always say wait to subscribe till the end of the video, but bro, this dude gets a sub. This dude gets a sub. I already liked it right away because of the art style. I was already giving this guy, he was a small creator. I was giving, like, I'm a small guy. We gotta stick together, dude. We gotta give each other a nice little penis touches for our hard work on the YouTube and these YouTube streets, bro. We be bloody crippy gang signing out on these YouTube streets, bro. We need to like lock and jock each other together.
That'll keep you reading. There's just so much to this. Like, you can see the Super Sentai in some of the villain designs, the classic manga Go Nagai-esque style that occasionally comes through. It's really just a fantasy manga love letter for all classic anime fans. Instead of Blue Dragon playing on Toonami, they should have put the Beat anime up there, because it would fit right at home. Reminding me of series like Ronin Warriors and Saint Seiya, but with Akira Toriyama flair. It's just sad because this manga, just like Hunter x Hunter and many other mangas that do go above and beyond, would be stuck in, guess what? You already know what I'm about to say.
No, dude, it never got finished, bro. Oh, no, dude. Get the fuck out. I hate this, dude. Just finish your fucking show, dude. Just finish your fucking novel.
Hiatus hell. And it's crazy because to this day, it is still being made. The last chapter we got was February 4th.
Oh, so it's still getting made. So it might get finished, bro. It's in, like, it gets hiatus and shit, but, like, hey, as long as we got some light at the end of that rainbow, as long as there's a giant, like, flapping, beautiful pussy that just wants us to suck on that clit, we will eventually get to slap the clit, boys. That's what I'm telling you. We will finally get there. Don't be afraid, my brother. Don't be afraid. We will get that clitoris juice eventually.
Chapter 78, but unfortunately, alongside this, in a few chapters before it, they would not be translated in English because it seems like the scan team has made it a, they just left it for dead. And Beat the Vandal Buster deserves way more than that. I'd honestly like to see a new anime come out. It's just that I really feel like the C tier manga look it has, because the aesthetic isn't that strong, is what really keeps people from giving it a shot. Honestly, just read it because it is that good. If you're bored and have nothing to read, read Beat the Vandal Buster. I would even say, despite its simplicity, this manga is perfect because there's so much mystery going on in the story that shows signs of depth. And I just can't stress how...
So if it's still going, the original anime was basically just fucking a sneeze tickled butthole lick from what it deserved to be. Remake this shit. Get this shit some fucking hype. I mean, are we seriously gonna make fucking I reincarnated as a frog tickler to crawl up a woman's vagina 6 instead of making fucking Beat the Giga Sigma Monster Man? Get the fuck out of here. We need this shit to be like fucking signal boosted. Let's get some American schmegma on a beat, bro, and get this put into the algorithms of the world, and maybe Japan will listen.
How much more this manga was. It was more than I ever thought it would have been. And I cannot wait for the conclusion. I can't wait for this manga to be continued, because I absolutely need to know what happens next. Please just take my word for it, read it, come back and comment, and let everyone...
As long as it's okay. So what sucks too is like I feel like with anime right now, you either have something come back, it ends up getting cool art style, it gets done well, or they just fucking bring it back to try to like capitalize on its kind of niche variety, and it turns out like Berserk 2016, or even sometimes the first season of something will come out and it'll be fucking banger, and then you'll get a season 2 like Blue Lock. Fucking Blue Lock season 2's art was dog shit. Yeah, you want a better Blue Lock? Watch Aoishi. Aoishi is fucking tight.
Know that I was right. Now, with all that being said, I hope to see you guys in the next video. Y'all take it easy. I love you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, support the channel. We also got a Patreon. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next video.
Bro,
I got used to the feeling of rejection because my writing just wasn't.
Bro was a gangster. I like that dude. Whoever the...
What's up, guys? It's me, Shauna.
This guy's channel, Rash Reviews. I like him, dude. He's putting out bangers. I definitely am gonna watch more of his stuff, dude. Like, oh my god, dude, how to make a disturbing horror manga? Yeah, dude, saving to watch later. We're gonna watch that on a different day. The Insane Story of Peak Manga, the Dorado. I haven't watched anything on that. That's getting put on the watch later. Let's go, dude. I'm excited. I'm excited for more of this guy's channel. I think this dude be putting out some bangers. He deserves way more love. Let's find some of these videos that don't have, like, look at all this, dude. Best American manga volume I have read, dude. Okay. This guy's, oh god, I'm in content heaven, bro. This dude's a fucking G, dude. Oh yeah. We're looking at we're looking at like some of the greatest shit that I am gonna be eating good off of this Rash Reviews. I think me and him need to collab. We need to start a podcast. We need to start a podcast where we talk about anime. That's what I need. Rash Reviews, hit me up, bro. Join my Discord and we'll fucking we'll talk content, dog. I'm excited. Anyways, that's all I have for that one, boys and girls. Go make sure to go and sub to this guy's channel. Let's get him to 1,000, guys. I mean, I don't have a lot of pull because I'm kind of a small creator myself. But if you happen to be watching this shit, if you happen to be like sitting here and you think that I'm funny and you thought that that was interesting, you need to you can sub to me anytime, bro. I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be grinding out content, dude. I'll be positioning my butthole for the internet to see. But let's go get this Rash Review guy to as many fucking views as possible, dude. I want to see some love his direction.